Hello, today I'm joined by Lee Flanagan, the lead bespoker and owner of Bespoke Financial Group. Thanks for coming on, Lee.
Absolute pleasure. Thanks for having me.
No, very kind. I approached Lee on LinkedIn. He's kind enough to say yes. Got a great LinkedIn presence. And so I want to know just a bit about yourself and how you came to be the owner of Bespoke Financial Group.
Okay, so I am from Middlesbrough, very proud father, children called Honey and Kit. I'm part of a wonderful team at Bespoke where I work with all my family and my friends. We're part of the UK's #1 network, Primus. If we were to reverse engineer my story, I left school 16. No qualifications really, I just messed about at school. I went and played football for Hull City. I come home, I ended up playing like semi-professional football, what we call in the Northern League. When you played Northern League and you were an all right footballer, they got you a job as well. My job was, Magnet Kitchens.
I've heard.
Yeah, they're like a really big kitchen manufacturer in the UK, quite a well-known brand in that industry or sector. I worked in their warehouse for 9 years. Whilst I was there, I hated that job. I fell into spiraled into a really dark place with my mental health. Got badly addicted to like drugs and partying and going out a lot, and my life just sort of fell apart. I ended up homeless, and there was not much looking up for me at the time, Ali. But the insurance gods smiled upon me. They offered me a role at a company called CICA, Combined Insurance Company America, which was originally founded by one of the greatest of all time in our sector, W. Clement Stone. That's a really legendary story, that one for you. His book's wonderful as well.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up. I'll give it a read. I'll put it on my Christmas list.
You should do it, mate. It's brilliant. So it's a wonderful book. A great man. I worked for his company. I then moved to another company called MetLife. Just learned my trade, if you like, over a 5 or 6 year period. And then 7 years ago, I started Bespoke Financial Group with about 3 or 4 advisors. Over the years, we've just worked really hard. I believe in hard work. I believe hard work pays off.
Yeah.
I don't believe in this nonsense of work smart, not hard. I think you should do both. I'm very fortunate that, again, the insurance gods have blessed me with some wonderful people to have around me. Mm-hmm. And here we are now. Our business has grown and scaled up, and I've got some great people around me.
Yeah, and talking about great people around you, do you think that's what kind of drives you, the people around you, and drives Bespoke Financial to just get better and better?
I think that the people around you have a big impact on your personality, on the way you feel, and on your life. Show me your friends, I'll show you your future. We always say, show me what friends you've got. Show me what they like to do, and I'll show you what your Christmas is going to look like. I don't think that's a million mile out. Do I feel that the people you surround yourself with have a big impact on you? I do, yeah, I do. However, I think that there's a lot of other things to take place as well. You know, what comes from here. Where your focus and vision is, but yeah, definitely the people you have around you will play a big part in your life.
And in terms of like your routine and motivations, I know you're ending your videos with God bless, which I really like. You know, I think God's a big part of it for all of us, whether in whatever shape and form. But where do you get your like motivation from, and what's your must-dos in your routine so you know business is going to go well?
Okay, well, first of all, I think it's a bit of a Jill question, that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first part about my faith, from like an Irish family over, West Middlesbrough, where there was a big Irish contingent over Winniebanks and West Lane and Cannon Park, where rough area, rough estate, but good people, working class people.
Yeah.
All my family friends from there, and every single sentence go to bed ends up with "Good night, God bless." Everything was "God bless, have a good day at school, God bless." And that was where we were as a family. So it's just something that's always been part of my vocabulary, part of my lingo, part of who I am.
Yeah.
Over the past few years, again, as I've changed my life and become somewhat of a better person, I've become a lot more open-minded to my faith, and it's a big part of my life. What is my motivation? And motivation is a really interesting one, because motivation to me is somewhat of it's a kind of Red Bull, it's important. I think we all need that little bit of motivation sometimes, especially dark nights, cold mornings. But in motivation, like a kind of Red Bull, it's a quick fix. It's short term. What goes up must come down. Red Bull gives you wings, but they don't last forever. You can't fly forever, right? So it's more about what my inspiration is.
Yeah.
My inspiration would be, my children. I'm the luckiest person in the whole world with my children. I think most parents would say the same, right?
Yeah.
They're everything to me, and I want to make them proud. I want to set a good example. I want to provide for them, be the best I can, and just achieve as much as I can, so I can show them what's capable of life, what they can go out and do, and just try and give them the best life possible.
Respect. Yeah, that's amazing. I really think that. Are they showing any interest at the moment into which way they might go down? They're going to follow in their dad's business, or?
Yeah. Well, they won't do this at all. No, Honey, my daughter, she's 16. She's autistic. Honey's got a real flair and a real love and a passion for film, design, art, cinematography. So that's where Honey. She's 16. She's just about to do her GCSEs. That's the route it looks like she wants to go down. And with Kit's 2-year-old coming up 3. He's wild. So he obviously 2 years. As long as they do what they're happy doing, whatever that may be, I'll be the biggest leader on the side. Whether it's, I don't know, insurance, football, film, cleaning, admin work, policeman, fight, whatever they do.
You got to follow your passions and believe in people and have that support. I agree.
Well, it's an interesting one. Right? I got really bad when I worked in the warehouse, Ali. I'm a hard worker. I believe in hard work. In our industry, I say this quite a lot. I don't believe anybody in our industry can outwork me. I think I'm the hardest worker in financial services. I know a few others. There's a couple, one or two in the room now with me, Michelle and Gina, who would probably give me a run for my money. Yeah. Good though. You create that culture, right?
Of course.
Follow. I think that's why you need to be present in your office all the time. It's no good going to the office 1 or 2 days a week. As a leader, you need to be visible, you need to be present. But I think when I was at work in the warehouse and things fell apart for me mentally and spiritually, I wasn't happy in my workplace. But you don't understand you're going to spend, I don't know, what, 30 of your life, maybe a half your life in your place of work.
Yeah, you're so right.
All the material things and commercial, financial rewards are important. You know what's more important? If you're lucky and you get paid well for doing something you love, then you're totally winning in life. But you're on a journey at work, and you need to make sure you're in a place where you can enjoy the journey.
Yeah, I'll say, like, especially if you're someone that's driven, that has a lot of energy to put somewhere, and that place isn't happiness. It can get derailed and it can go a bit askew. And I know that. I've been there myself.
What were you doing previously when you were unhappy, Ali?
Oh, I've had a multitude of jobs, honestly. So I've been in this industry coming up a year now, but before that I was working at an Irish pub, funnily enough. Really good community, really good family there. It was very special. From there I got loads of different work. So I was working at the pub and then went on to demolition on the boat. Because during lockdown, the pub bought a massive tar barge, and they wanted to turn it into a cafe. So they had me and a couple of other boys that worked there, and Naima, actually, who's a girl, had us doing demolition at the boat. And then from there, I ended up going to plant trees up north, actually, in Northumberland.
Wow.
So it could go on forever, that, really, to be honest.
But, we're right. I think we always find our place. We sort of fall into something. I think you've questioned with Bespoke, how did I start doing it? The company I was at, I was happy there. I was moving away from a very dark place of mental health struggles and rebuilding myself financially, because I was in a lot of debt when I started the last company, like up to 100 grand worth of debt. I was homeless and slowly trying to rebuild myself and my life up, give kids a better life. So I was happy there, but that's they were going to change their proposition and their model. And some very close friends to mine, Terry Blackburn and Oliver Lodge and Rachel Lodge, they said, look, we're going to go and have a look around. We looked at all different networks. Really interesting at the time. I was somewhat like the run to the litter. I was the one who had the littlest team. I probably did the littlest numbers out of the guys. And I met Richard Coulson, who's National Sales Director of Primus, and we clicked and gelled straight away, and somewhat of he's become my mentor, and really grateful for him and the guidance he's given me, and he's introduced me to Tony Smith and John Round at Primus, and Primus has become a wonderful home for us. So it was just a case of the last place I was at was changing their model. Everybody was looking around. I just followed my place because this looked like a good place to be. And once I got here, I've had a lot of support, a lot of opportunity, faith, belief, training, development in me through the mentoring program and just through the Primus core, our pride values, and some wonderful people here. And it felt like home to me.
Yeah. And then how did you go about growing your team and welcoming them into your home and your family?
Yeah. All right, cool. When I started up, I had like 3 or 4 advisors. We were a small team. So you get your head down, you get your ass up, you work really hard, you do what you think's best. There's no manual, there's no textbook to leadership or growing a business. Just work really hard. I was a good salesman, got some good people in there. As with time, you get more productive, more active. You're going to kiss a lot of frogs, and I have. I've kissed some really ugly ones.
Yeah.
I really have, yeah. And they give me cold sores, and that wasn't very nice. But over time, you meet some really, really special people. I just think if the ones who win, the ones who keep going, keep trying. And I've met wonderful people. Just some wonderful stories, Ali. I could go on and on, but I just got really lucky, I guess. And I guess I got, when you bring good people in, the challenge you, the test you, the stretch you need to move up the levels to keep up with them. And I guess that's just what's happened here. And I've just been fortunate, really.
Yeah.
Hard work, I'm fortunate.
Yeah, it's a brilliant story. I really do. I don't know. I just think you're a legend. I watch all your videos and I'm enjoying everything I see. And I think the message that you're spreading it's all good. It's all love there, which is very important.
Really kind of you that, mate, to say that about me. I'm just, with myself, I'm just me. Any video you ever see me, any opinion you ever see me, sometimes I'll be a little bit controversial. Sometimes I'll be a little bit like a bit of a polarizing opinion. Sometimes I'll say things you'll think, oh, that's a bit of a contradiction to what you said before, Lee. But I guess that's just who I am. That's what my personality is. I'm a little bit mad. So
yeah.
I am what I am. But thank you for the kind words. It means a lot.
Yeah. It's all true as well. So what's your plans for 2021 drawing to a close? Do you want to sum up the year that you've had and then put that into where you're going to take it in 2022?
Okay, yeah, cool. From business we're talking about.
And personal, I think, in all areas of reflection and growth.
Cool. Okay, cool. So from this year, coming out of lockdown, we lost quite a few members of the team at the beginning of the year. They went off and did their own thing. Good luck to them. So we had to go through a bit of first of all, we had to stabilize our ship, steady in the face of a storm. We had to calm things down. Then we started to rebuild our business model. There was a lot of challenges involved there. Now coming into the back end of the year, it's really worked out to be a remarkable year. We won the Mortgage Introducer Top Broker in the UK award, which was wonderful.
Congratulations.
Wonderful people in our category. So it was an enormous award for the town of Middlesbrough and all the Bespoke team and Primus in general to win. It's more than likely we'll win Top Protection Firm in Primus, which is the title we've won 4 years in a row. And we'll win Top Overall Tough Firm in Primus, which again is something that was one of them ones where I always wanted that one. It was on my bucket list, on my affirmations. I'm massive on visualization, goal setting and going after it and achieving goals. From a business point of view, I wanted to get better at my job. I wanted to help people growing on their journey. I think we've done that. I think we've done some really good things. We've moved office, which was wonderful. So yeah, it's been from a business point of view, it's been a really successful year. Going into 2020, it's a really interesting question. I think I'd like to continue to grow Bespoke.
Yeah.
I'd like to be at Primus. I'd like at some point to get the opportunity, only with Richard Coulson, my mentor's blessing. I wouldn't do it without his blessing because I've got too much respect for him. I'd really like the opportunity to start the initiation to become a boss of our network when Richard retires. He's probably got about 20 years left in the law because he's as fit as a ground. He really is. But I'd like that opportunity because I think I'm the natural successor to that role.
Yeah.
I think it's a common sense approach and a natural fit for all involved. So yeah, I'd like to make the transition into being the national sales director of Primus and getting all the Bespoke guys to a level where they're all running their own business under the Primus umbrella.
Yeah.
People to this wonderful network and really revolutionize our business, our industry. I want to make a dent in the game, and I think we can do that. I think the areas we can focus on are wellness, mental health. We can show people how to use social media more engaging and more interactive and a little bit more like authentic. A lot of things in our industry it can be a bit of a shitty industry. It's got like a lot of little rich kids in it from public schools who are really just full of shit and not even that good at the job. And I really want to get it's training and development and support and growth and opportunities and collaboration, and that's where the growth area is. It's the people, where the areas of growth is, and if we give the people the right training and structure to do that, the sky's the limit.
Like you were saying the other day, I think it must have been in a video I was watching, like there's diamonds in the rough, and it's who you know. Like, it doesn't matter what your background is and or where you come from or anything like that, but people's ability are not mapped by their background, and given that right support and nurture, they great things can happen.
Always opportunities, the right thing. You support the training structure and the platform and the environment's really key. Primus are great at that, the best in the UK. And all credit to Richard Coulson, who's a legend, my mentor, Tony Smith, who I love, and John Brown. They've created something really special at Primus, but I think we're on the verge of something even bigger and better, and I'd like to be part of driving that forward.
Yeah, you see the future within that.
Sorry?
You see the future within that then?
At Primus?
Yeah, you see where it's at now, and you have, you feel so passionate about it, you feel you take it even further.
I think I could help. I don't think I could take it further. I think I could help Tony, John and Richard take it further. I think I could support them in that, myself, Michelle, and our team, Nate, Daz, Terry, and everyone else at Bespoke. I think I could,
yeah. How many of there are you at Bespoke at the moment?
We're on the verge of something quite big at the moment. We'll probably end the year across the Newcastle branch, the health branch, and the TCR branch with over 100 advisors, probably around that figure.
Wow.
And by the end of 2022, we'll probably have 200 advisors, I feel, so we'll double the business, I think, next year. Yeah. I think from a personal point of view, I'd like to continue to spread positivity. I'd like to get totally sober. That would be really good for me, I think, and I'd like to be a really good father and just embed my great relationship with my children. Learn more, go on holidays with them, and just all the normal things that normal people that like to do, just maybe settle down as well one day. We'll see. Yeah,
man, it sounds like the future's bright. And I think you're touching on things that aren't just, whilst they're personal for you, they're actually things there's a lot of things that you're saying that everyone else is thinking about themselves as well. Like touched on that. It's like, future aspirations and how, what they could do to make themselves better, how they're maybe not there quite yet, but they're on the way, definitely. I don't know, kind of just letting you say your thing, and that's enough, I think, to be honest. And,
I really appreciate it, mate. Listen, I am what I am. One thing's for sure, I'll work even fucking hard next year. I'm gonna push even stronger. We're going to bring in more people. We'll get better at what we do, and really just fly the flag for Teesside, for Bespoke and Primus, and offer more opportunity for people to grow, develop, and go into their own, develop their lives and the futures for themselves.
How many days would you say you're working a week?
7.
7, yeah. Fair play. And what time do you get up in the morning?
4.
4. And what time do you go to bed?
11.
11.
Not every day, weekends at them days. Go get my son on the weekends, you see. So when I say I work on the weekends, I'll do an hour on Sunday, I'll do an hour or 2 on the Saturday. It's a bit different now. I've got a son, slowing down in my old age, but the rest of the days I'm doing that. It's a really interesting one, because you're probably seeing the back and forth debates this week. It's a really interesting thing, because new levels, new devils. You get to a certain point and everyone wants to question everything, and I do this and I do that. That's totally fine. I'm not saying this is right, you have to do it. What I'm saying is this is what I do. These are my beliefs. That's what I think is needed for me to be successful and be at my best.
Yeah, well on.
I'm not doing this. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that. We should also, offer an opinion without any educational process behind that. It's just an opinion based without love or information. it's just a nosy opinion. It's just stupid. It's ignorant. So from my point of view, I believe in hard work, and I think people say work smart, not hard. Well, I'd like to think I do both. I mean, we probably wouldn't achieve what we've achieved at Bespoke if we didn't work smart and hard. You know,
Yeah.
you wouldn't.
Yeah. You need a balance of the both.
You definitely do.
You got to do what works for you.
Definitely, and every single person's different. Each model's different. My dreams and aspirations are different to the next man's.
Yeah.
Not that they're any bigger, not that they're any better, but I know what I need to do to make them become a reality, and that's it. So the next man knows his, and good luck to him. That's totally fine too.
Yeah.
I respect people and whatever they want to achieve. I feel like everyone's different, mate. You've just got to respect everyone else's opinions. But working smart and hard it's something that just doesn't sit right for me. I think you do both. Look at success leaves clues. Top sports people, Floyd Mayweather springs to mind. He's a workaholic. He's a workaholic. Kobe Bryant, God bless his soul. You see, if you're watching the YouTube videos about his work ethic, it's just relentless. Elon Musk. I don't think they're messing. These are really wealthy people, really successful. They continue to work hard for a reason. There's no elevators to the top. You've got to take the stairs and you've got to walk them and take every step.
Yeah. I like that phrase. I've not heard that one before. But I agree. Yeah, 100%. Like, is there any mantra? I know you said you do your affirmations and you set your goals. Is there like a mantra that you live by?
Yeah, little bricks build big castles.
Little bricks build big castles.
Little bricks build big castles. So in the morning when I get up, my mentor Tom Smith, one of my other mentors, great guy, sit down and he's taught me to do your list in the morning. So the first thing I do in the morning is get on my knees and pray, say thank you for everything. And I go and write a list down of gratitude. And people take the piss out of me because I say thank you for everything. And that's totally fine, no problem. I'll write down just a list of things in life that I'm grateful for: health, wealth, family, friends, opportunity, love, kindness, decency, respect, loyalty. Just the simple things in life that I'm so grateful to have. I then write down what my goals are, what I want to achieve, what I will achieve. In my mind, I've already achieved them, I've already done. Just speaking into existence and working towards them. And then we write down mantra as well. Mantra is for me, kindness is a superpower. Little bricks build big castles. Hard work pays off. They're my mantras. That's what I live by. And little bricks build big castles is really important to me, because I think that we're always looking for that one moment or that one person that'll change everything. And I don't believe it exists. I believe in little, daily, consistent, good decisions and habits. Compound effect of them will pay off in the end, and the big things will take care of themselves.
Yeah. I love all that. That's amazing and so true. And I know you said about one of your other mentors. How many mentors would you say you have? At
the moment, Richard Coulson is my mentor. Tom Smith is my mentor. I'll be getting a couple of more next year. I think mentoring is so important as part of your journey to grow and develop. I'm really lucky that I work with some phenomenal people. So you say they're my mentor, but I learn from the people I'm with every single day.
Yeah, of course. You take things from everyone. And
constantly, the people in our business, there's so many things that I'm not good at and they're brilliant at. And you pick up things off, you pick up good habits. Again, show me your friends and I'll show you what Christmas looks like. We've got some good people around now. I'm learning from different people. Every single person. I learn from my son, he's 2-year-old.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. You can take something from everyone. I agree. Like everyone, yeah. Just in their way. And just, yeah, definitely. There's no, yeah, you're not going to learn more off one person than the next person, no matter age or background or whatever. I agree with that.
Every single scenario, person, situation, environment's got an opportunity for you to learn everything you do, right? The only reason we don't take that is because of our own mindset. So what's that mindset you had and where's your mind at that time? So when you get a really growth mindset, you're very open-minded to things, you've got a hunger to become a better person and help more people, then every single situation you're going to, you can take something from and think, yeah, I learned something from that. Movie, book, film, people, environment, situations, events. There's always something you can learn that can help you in the future. Everything you're going through right now and everything you've been through in the past is just preparing you for life's coming attractions, what God's got planned for you. I genuinely believe that, I think like some of the shit I've been through, some of the bad decisions I made, and I take responsibility for, Ali. But like, if I hadn't done them, I wouldn't be ready for certain situations now.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I was talking to my good friend Jane Haley earlier today. We're about like adversity. Some people just react best when they're under adversity.
Mm.
I'd like to think I'm one of them. I'd like to think I'm one of them, but it would be natural for that to be the case because I'm an expert at adversity because I face so much of it in my life. I went to university of adversity. What that does is it sets you to a good place. And
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in your time, there must have been like fluctuations in your faith, or when you felt closer and further away from God or from a good place and being open.
Yeah.
And for me in my life, that's fluctuated. There's times where I feel close and there's times I feel apart. But how would you say is a good way of getting back there?
I think with my faith, but you can also put that down to my moods, what mood I'm in. I have highs and lows, I have ins and outs, and even with sales, because that's what I'm in. I'm a sales expert. I believe I'm the #1 sales expert in the UK, definitely in financial services, like without any shadow of a doubt. I've earned that position. People think that's arrogant, but maybe it is. But I've earned that position, man.
Yeah. If you can say it, then you're 100% at least halfway there. Like,
I believe that I've achieved that status, and I'll continue to work even harder to stay there, to test myself and get better. How do you get back to basics or get back in line when you're a little bit off?
Yeah.
Okay, simple. Very caveman-like habits. Go back to basics. So just go back to the very, very basics. So I'm struggling to make sales. Well, let's just go back to your phone call. Let's reverse engineer. Let's Hansel and Gretel all the way back. And let's pick up the phone and let me listen to your phone call. Like, great, okay. Another tried and tested formula was always, it's never, ever, ever failed once in the history of life. And we go back quite a long way, right, human beings, is to help other people. If you're really struggling with what you're doing, go and help somebody else. Just drop what you're doing and go and help other people, whether that's at work, at home, in your private. Just say, look, I'm going to stop focusing on me. Because the more I focus on this issue and this problem and how alien it, nicely I feel at the minute, it's just manifesting itself into something bigger than what it could actually be. So what I'm going to do is, when I'm down tools, I'm just going to go and focus on somebody else and help them.
Yeah.
And what you put out, you get back. It's like the behaviour boomerang.
Yeah, that's incredible advice.
Yeah, I really believe in that, Ali. Another way would be like, you've not met, like, so I'm talking like Michelle, my sister, and Darren, like 3 proper straight talkers, right? Who I have around me. There's other people in there, like Sean, Anthony, many more people in the team. If I run them days when I'm a little bit off, I'd just be told, like, get a fucking grip, come on, back to work, sort your head out.
Nothing like it.
And that's having good people around you, you know. I see some people on LinkedIn, I think, like, they put a post on, they only get 2 or 3 likes on each post, but the 2 or 3 likes are of the same people. It's just yes. There's no growth there. There's no growth there. You need that bit of resistance, that stress test. You need people around you to stress test what you're saying and challenge on it. So what we have in Bespoke is, and there are people around me, and part of my growth and development as a human being and as a leader and a sales expert would be, you know, the controlled confrontation we have, the controlled conflict we have. I don't agree with that, and this is the reason why. I'm like, okay, why? And we just say why a lot, but why? But why?
That's smart.
But why? Yeah, you find the answer yourself there, so.
Yeah, that would drive the team forward. But yeah, some things are better left said than not said, because it will. Yeah, very good. And I'm going to wrap it up, kind of in a way. I could chat with you all day, honestly. I really could. Do you enjoy music?
Yeah, I love music. Yeah.
All right. What's a couple of tunes that maybe you've been listening to recently, or just like, your go-to, or that's it. Get it out.
Right. Okay. So big songs. My last song I played on my phone, it just come out of nowhere. And I was speaking to Jane Haley earlier on. Was Whitney Houston, Step by Step.
Come on.
But it says in that song, brick by brick, step by step.
Yeah.
A little brick. So that was the last song I listened to. I like all different sorts of music, mate. It's music's an important part of my life. My phone's constantly, my phone's become part of who I am. I've either got my AirPods in when I go to sleep, when I wake up. I'm constantly listening to prayer, positivity, audio books, music, whatever it may be. So I'm constantly connected to some form of. It's not a phone. My phone's not a phone. It's more like a portal for me to go into a different reality or a different zone and shift my moods up. So
Yeah. That's sick. That's amazing. Thank
Whitney,
you
who
so
was
much.
interesting one because she was the best at what she did as well. Sadly, lost her life. She was had really bad addiction issues and so like that. So
Yeah. I've seen the documentary, and yeah, eye-opening. Like,
I think it's really important to get the message out to all your listeners that don't ever mess about with Whitney again. And if you hear anyone cover one of Whitney's songs, shut that bitch down immediately. Don't ever cover a Whitney song or an MJ song.
yeah.
Damn right, yeah.
So, thank you so much for your time, and just carry on doing. I don't need to tell you to carry on doing what you're doing, but I enjoy it, and so thank you very much.
Pleasure. I'd like to wish you well for Christmas, you and your family. Lovely to speak to you and stay in contact, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you take care. You too. Thanks a lot.
Take care. Bye.
Yeah.
Thanks a
Bye.
lot. Bye. Bye.